that blueprint of success and that blueprint of understanding playing at Indiana was a privilege. No names on the back. I've had that same tradition. I had no names on the back at Manchester. I had no names on the back at Iowa. I had no names on the back at Missouri State. I had no names on the back at New Mexico. But UCLA, a Coach Wooden tradition, names on the back. You don't mess up that tradition. So we got names on the back now at UCLA. But that's the reason why there's, to date, no names on the back of the jerseys in Indiana, because Coach Knight laid that blueprint of it's all about the front of the jersey. And even in that home visit, the 4 things he told me, he said, I will make sure you get a degree. I will make sure you will play with very good teammates. I got my degree in 4 years. I played with the most incredible teammates you could ever ask to play with over a 4-year standpoint. You will play for championships, of which we didn't just play for championships, we won championships, both Big Ten and national title. And you will have a friend for life. And he's been able to accomplish all those things. To be able to play for my father, to be able to play for Coach Knight, and now walk in the steps of somebody like Coach Wooden. A lot of pressures on all those. Pressures playing for your father, pressures playing for a Coach Knight, incredible pressure trying to follow somebody that won 10 national championships and had an 88-game win streak. You know, I thought this year we won 8 games in a row, and I thought we were hot. And somebody said, hey, you're only 80 away from the school record. To be able to graduate 98% of the young men you've had through 23 years of coaching, that's something I learned from my father. It's something I learned from Coach Knight, of the importance of not just winning championships, not just trying to be the best basketball team, but how you do it. Coach Knight did so many things that people don't even realize. If you knew the money that was raised at Indiana University for library fund, for other funds that were on that campus during his right at 30 years career, you're looking at multi-millions that were raised by one man that had nothing to do with basketball. None of those funds went to men's basketball or his program. It wasn't something he was made to do through a contract. Then the ways he changed the game. You know, he changed the game in our state. You learn movement without the ball. You learn screening. You learn the motion offense. High school coaches were starting to use it. High school coaches were starting to try to emulate his defensive schemes, forcing baseline and the blue line down the middle of the lane that we still use today at UCLA. So there's so many things that he formed and brought to this great state.
Just curious, I was looking through your book a little bit, and you mentioned there Jordan betting you $100 you're not going to make it all 4 years at IU. Did you ever think during those 4 years that he might be right? And did you ever pay off the bet?
In those 4 years, I never thought he'd be right, because I knew I'd stay 4 years. The thing I didn't think that would happen was he would never pay me the $100. I mean, but I do have an autographed pair of his shoes from the Olympics that at any time, if I need $100, I can get $100 out of his shoes.